What's up, Aries? This is Marcus from Moonology Oracle, back with another tarot oracle reading here for you. This reading is going to represent the time frame of April the 4th to April the 10th. What we're going to do is we're going to get you some tarot energies to clarify the oracle cards we choose. So we're going to get you an overall energy for the week. We'll get you a spiritual card, which I'll read that energy to you. Then we'll also get you a Moonology energy. And then we'll also clarify the time frame for when you should expect to see some of the things that happen this week come to fruition for you. All right. So we have 19, we have the approach, we have friendship and union, and then we have your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, full moon of Taurus. All right. So let's see what we got for you here, Aries. All right, so we have 19, which is the approach, which I will show you the card, but it says advancing, a warm reception, prosperous conditions, increased influence, hopefulness, lightening up, and an arrival. All right, so what energies do we have for Aries during the week of April the 4th to April? Okay. All right, so these two came out. We have actually the Knight of Swords and we have the Magician. This is in your past energy. All right, let's see what else we have here for you for the approach. What's your current energy? The Four of Wands. Okay. Then we have this up here. You have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands with the Moon. Okay. Next we have friendship and union. Let's see what we have here for you. So we have Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Temperance. And then let's see what else we have here. All right, and then the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so for your dreams and the practical plan, let's see what we have here for you. So we have the Fool, which is funny because it's telling you to plan, but the Fool's telling you to follow the universe. Okay. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Page of Wands with the King of Wands. Okay. Let's see, Aries, what we have here for your final energy. Now, what I'm going to do is, just to get some clarification, I'm going to clarify that Ten of Swords. Oh, okay, so we have the Six of Wands. All right. The bottom of the deck energy here is the Devil. All right, so it looks like you might have had some monetary worries or some things that were stressing you out here, Aries. And these are some things that worries just about everyone. But I think that you're getting more of a handle on it because you can kind of see what the problem might have been. And that's why you have that energy there. That also could be representative Capricorn energy, which is telling you to work hard. All right, so clarifying the Ten of Swords is the Knight of Swords. So that makes a lot of sense. I actually get exactly what that's saying. All right, so the first thing we have for you, Aries, here is we have the approach, 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, which is a 1, which is the start of a brand new cycle, which, Aries, it is your season, the first astrological season of the year. Right? So as you can see, it says advancing, a reception, prosperous conditions, increased influence, hopefulness, lighting up, and arrival. So this is almost like it's welcoming you. Okay, you have the path illuminated for you. There's a lot of beauty that's going, and as you walk through, you have these blossoms that, as you're walking through, they're growing with you. So with this situation, this is saying that you're gonna have a lot of growth. You have to figure out a nice approach of how you can continue to have things continue to grow, but you have a lot of energy that's going to be on your side because this says prosperous conditions. So things are in your favor as long as you continue to work them. All right. So the past energy we have is the Knight of Swords with the Magician. So in this energy here, so with the Knight of Swords, this is you rushing forward bravely, making wise decisions, and not having any fear towards what you're doing. And then with the Eagle there floating over above you, this is you taking a look from high. So you're using your meditation skills, and you're using your connection to the ethereal, And the eagle looks from a high plane, but it looks down at the earth. So you're able to kind of connect that ethereal energy of meditating down to the earth. And with the eagle sees the smallest movement. So if a mouse is moving, the eagle can swoop right in and consume it, and it's able to attack, even though it's all the way up. So this is you paying attention to small details. This is you moving in with bravery so that you can meet your task and you'll be strong. And this is in your past energy. Now, in conjunction with having the night energy, you also have the magician. So the magician is Mercury energy. Mercury right now is in Pisces. So with Mercury being in Pisces, this is representative of you speaking your truth, speaking your feelings. You might be a little bit more in tune to be expressive about your emotions and what you want and how you want things to pan out. The magician is also about manifestation. So you may be speaking into existence exactly what you want, and you're doing this from your heart space. All right, so your current energy is going to be the Four of Wands. All right, so this is benefiting from a happy home. This is you planning for a happy home, or it looks like you might be buying a home soon, or maybe this week you might even get some information on a home that's available to you for some of those who are working on that approach. But what I'm seeing here is that you have good situations for things to come to you. So you're being very hopeful and you're being very wise in your approach and how you're doing things. Right? Your future energy is the Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a really dope energy because with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very resourceful, very smart, very intelligent person. They're very good at using their resources to make things grow for them, and they're able to make business and make commerce. Right? Now this person is also someone who's very welcoming. They enjoy the nature. They're very in tune and they're very attached to the earth realm. Now, with the peacock here, this is a person who's not afraid to show the beauty that they have inside. They're not afraid to kind of let their feathers show so that people see all the hard work that they've worked for. Now, they're not necessarily flossing, but they are kind of showing all the hard work that they worked for and showing that beauty that they have. Now, this energy is crossed with the Page of Pentacles, with the Knight of Pentacles. So for you, Aries, this could be an earth sign that's working with you, either male or female, or this might even be representative of your chart. Now, this energy that you're seeing here of the Knight of Pentacles, and you also have the Knight of Swords, this is making a very, very strategic plan of how you're going to execute things and how you're going to make things work in the future. And this Knight is looking at the Queen of Pentacles, so this might be two earth signs that are working together in your favor. If this is not you working with another earth sign, this is part of your sign, your chart. But this Knight is making a strategic plan to make things work really well. The Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles has all the resources and is very resourceful, very knowledgeable, and can kind of put things together, almost like a mini empress, that they can make things work. If you see the Knight of Pentacles, he's in the forest, and he's surrounded by much abundance, and he's surrounded by a bunch of animals and growth that's going here. If you see the squirrel is very resourceful. Now the squirrel moves quickly, and the squirrel knows when to save its money, or when to save its acorns and put them away, for a rainy day, for when the weather changes, and it knows when it comes out. It's all about fast movement. So the Knight of Pentacles knows when to move slowly and when to figure things out and when to act. Okay, and this is representative of that energy here for you for the future. All right. So now you have this cool energy here. You have the Two of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Now, the Two of Wands, this is you having that divine inspiration that came to you. And now you're starting to make a decision of what path you're going to go and how you're going to carve the earth. Usually with the one wand, you stick that in the ground and you say, okay, the next thing I'm going to do is for my house, I'm going to either build a fence, or I'm going to build a wall, or I'm going to start to build the four corners of my house. So this right here is you having some divine love and divine healing while you're making this choice of where you're going to go. Now you see that the sunlight is shining and beaming down on the pathway. So as this person is making their wise decision in life, they're walking through this pathway and they're being illuminated. And again, if you see here, you have the earth, you have the animals here, you have the hare, and you also have the squirrel. So as we mentioned with the squirrel knows when to make a quick movement, and the squirrel also knows when to save its acorns or save its resources so that it could be able to be fruitful and have a long life. The hare makes fast decisions. If the hare makes slow decisions, it might become the dinner for someone or some predator. So it makes fast moves, it makes fast choices, and that's how it's able to survive. Now, this Ace of Cups, this is representative of healing. This is representative of love. This is representative of washing your chi and making things better. Now, you see with the Ace of Cups, you have the 6 moon cycles. So you may have started manifesting something over the moon cycles or in the past that's working well towards you, and it's working well towards making things work well for you. But this is a new opportunity that's going to come to you in the future that's going to help to heal you, and it's going to help to send some new love. And this eye is the third eye, almost like the third eye of Ra. So this is something that's going to not just activate your emotions, but this is also going to activate that third eye within your pineal gland. Okay? So we have friendship and unions. Okay, now this card, if you look at it, you have some divine angels and possibly spirit guides that are working with you. But this also gives me almost that Two of Cups vibe, where you have, people who are working with you on the earth, and you have people who work with you in the spirit world to give you some assistance. All right, so let me just look this up and we'll read this here for you, Aries. So Aries, this is the time for coming together. Friendship and other connections are important right now. There's a strengthening in your bonds with others and the capacity to know your people and who they are. You are surrounded by incredible, insightful, and encouraging people this time. And it's important to enjoy the friendships and other connections that you have. If you have felt disconnected or out of place for some time, then you know that you are moving into a far more supportive and joyful space right now. Your angel guide is encouraging you to act and connect deeply with those who you trust most. Ask yourself how you can bring your whole of yourself into these relationships and into these friendships. Be present, listen, open up, smile, laugh, venture forth, and enjoy this time. So, just like I said, this gives me a lot of vibes of like the Two of Cups. So you have some friendships and you have some union and connections that are going to be really good for you, and you just want to continue to use those so that you work them in the best in your intentions. So whether Aries you're starting a new business or whether you're buying a new house, you want to just make sure that all those opportunities that you have, you're using your best favor. Now I see here you have the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles, this is a message about an opportunity, or this is a message for growth. Now if you look here, this is the peacock that starts with the Page of Pentacles, and this peacock also follows along all the way up to the Queen of Pentacles. Right? So I feel like these are connected. This opportunity that you're going to receive, this is going to be a friendship that you have possibly with the earth sign. That's a pentacle. That's a earth sign, which is a pentacle. Which I hate to spit out, but it could be a Virgo, could be a Capricorn, could be a Taurus. Any of those can be assisting you, and they're going to help you start this new opportunity that's going to be very fruitful for you. Right? Now you also have an air sign. If this isn't part of your chart, you also have an air sign. This is the Queen of Swords. That's going to be very sharp, very smart, to be able to help you make wise decisions and choices, kind of figure out how to cut out and weed out the bad things that are there for you. There's 5 birds floating around, and this is representative of spirit, and this is the changing of your thought process. 5s are about change. So with the 5 birds floating, this is almost like you have spirit guides that are surrounding you, or maybe even the 5 friends, since this is about friendship and union. You might have 5 different people or 5 different relationships that might be beneficial to you that you want to use at this time. And so if you're starting a business, use all of those relationships fruitfully, but be equal. Just like with the sword, Queen of Swords usually represents Libra energy. So it could be a Libra that you're dealing with, or it could just be you want to have a lot of balance with the thoughts and the choices that you make going forward. Now again, we have balance. This is divine balance. So Aries, you being a fire sign, possibly with the Sagittarian card coming out, Temperance, this is saying that you might have a Sagittarius that you're going to work with, or this could be just you balancing out your yin and yang energies, since you're already a fire sign. And as you see Sagittarius, they're kind of holding I mean, the Temperance card is kind of holding the cup of water in one hand, and they put the fire in the other hand. If you notice, the cup of water is a little bit higher than the cup of fire, so maybe you balancing your emotions is going to help if you raise that cup higher than you raise your fire cup, and that's what's going to make things illuminated for you. And the really cool thing about Sagittarius, and this is in your future energy, Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter, which is in Pisces. So that's kind of a coincidence because Pisces is one of the strongest meditative states, and it's also a strong water sign. And in this picture, she has the water sign cup higher than she has the fire cup. So with that, Jupiter being in Pisces and Neptune's also in Pisces, later on this month there's going to be a conjunction between the two that's going to be really powerful, and it's going to have a lot of changes for a lot of people. So look into your chart, kind of see where Sagittarius lays, or maybe even see where Pisces lays, and that might have a big profound change for you. Right? In the end, these friendships and unions are going to benefit you. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So these friendships and these unions that you have, as long as you're fruitful and make the right decisions and treat people right, they're going to be very beneficial to you. The wheel is moving in your favor. And again, this is actually controlled by Jupiter also. And the Wheel of Fortune is connected to the four corners of the earth. So you have the four fixed signs, which is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and you also have Scorpio. So if you have any of those people connected to you, or even if you have any of those energies in your chart, this can be beneficial to you because that wheel is moving and time is changing and working in your benefit. Right? So I have your dreams need a practical plan. Right? So Aries, as you see here, this is saying full moon in Taurus. So you want to try to put together a practical plan for whatever dream it is. So if you're starting a brand new business, or if you're trying to buy a house, or say you're trying to buy a car, you want to try to get this in line before the full moon in Taurus. You have all the energy that's moving here for you. Taurus is actually right now there's the planet Uranus is in Taurus. And Uranus is a planet about change and about growth, and it's also a very psychic planet. So for that planet to be in Taurus, Taurus is connected directly with Venus. And Venus is about growth of your money, growth of beauty. This is connection between you and people. So make that plan, and you're going to have a lot of powerful energy that's moving towards you and for you. All right. Now, in your past energy, you had the Fool card. All right. So this energy is you were kind of just following the universe. You weren't really directing any energy because you were confident that things were going to work out in your benefit, which is really good. You know, when you're trying to make a practical plan, sometimes you don't want to make too many details that are hashed out, because if you make too many details, that might limit you. Right? So you kind of knew if you just follow the universe, things are going to kind of pan out in your nature. And you see here with these butterflies flying around, there's a lot of transformation, a lot of change around you. So you don't want to limit yourself. Right? So initially, we had the Ten of Swords that came out, and I wanted to clarify the Ten of Swords, and I got the Knight of Swords. So with this here, this is saying that any bad thoughts that you had, any backstab and any terrible energies, that is over and done with. Take some time and focus on running towards your destiny. Focus on running towards what you need and what you want. Get out of that negative mindset. Get out of that bad feeling, because that's just going to hold you back. You have to figure out how you're going to make this plan, put it in line, and put it in action. All right. So you have the Page of Wands with the King of Wands. Now I love this because this is saying that you're gonna have a new message, because pages are all representative of messengers. So you're gonna put this plan together to execute your dream, and you're gonna get a message that's gonna give you some inspiration on what to do to make this work. Being the King of Wands, Aries, this is representative of your energy. This is you being a leader. This is you being capable. This is you being fiery. You're charismatic. People trust you and they want to lead. They want to follow your lead. So once you put together this practical plan, figure out exactly what you need to do, put all the logistics together, you're going to have people marching to your drum, and you're going to be successful. So you just want to be confident in yourself and don't question that things are going to be beneficial to you, and just move on with that confidence and just wave your magic wand and make things happen. Right? And this leads to your public victory. This is you shining in front of everybody in public. This is you, possibly being on TV. This is possibly you getting local recognition. You're going to ride in on your white horse and people are going to recognize you for all of the great things that you do and all the skills that you have. And you got to be confident that these things are going to happen. Just take some time and put that practical plan together and just get out of that negative energy of anything that happened in the past and anybody may have questioned you and what you're doing and what your intentions are. You're golden. Things are going to work out perfectly. Just continue to trust in that energy there. All right? All right. Well, it's my pleasure reading here for you, Aries. Looks like you have a wonderful week ahead coming for you. You got some really good messages coming. You got some great energies working for you. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can reach out to me, send some information to me in the description box, and we can work that out. Also, if you're interested in doing a personal, if you're interested in sending some money to me for a donation, you can look into the description box. My information personally is there, and you can reach out to me and send a donation. It's greatly appreciated. All right. Have a wonderful week, Aries. I hope that you have a great week, and send me some information in the comment box about what happened for you this week. All right. Peace. Take care, Aries.